Okay. When back to EFC TV, this is the what's my door? Obviously, I've got the window open. I've gone back to EFC TV. This is the this is my start. I think this is my All-Star Everton 11 Part 1. I'm doing a part. I'm actually going to do like a Part 2 for this as well, which I've actually. I think I can tell you now as well. I've actually more recently finished it, so that'll probably help. Maybe next week after that, because it's technically done. All stuff's in there, and so yeah. And obviously, yeah, I was new to channel, make sure you subscribe to afctv@youtube.com, and also make sure you press the notification button as well. Make sure you do that as well. And also, if you do as well, also make sure you press on the hype button on the hype button on the video. Make sure you do that. I'd also really appreciate it if you would obviously just hype as well. Massively helps it does. I'd also really appreciate if you would I'd also really appreciate you subscribe massively helps it does. And also new, not new kind of it. Also new channel. If you want to see more good videos like match previews, obviously breaking news videos, my start 11 first videos. Obviously like release stuff, so we do that as well, and I also see exclusive videos like my comments on topics, obviously numerous other great videos, exclusive videos like that as well. We do that, but there you go. Yeah, obviously videos like that as well. You know what? Like serious on squad right now. You know what? Like serious on squad right. I'd really appreciate if you would subscribe again. Massively helps to get going and improve, get better. As that right? Like this is like I think this is something this is something that I absolutely love doing. Something it's something I absolutely love doing. Something I feel like over time I'm getting better at doing, and it's just I'm learning different things, and so all stuff. But again, I would seriously appreciate the support as well, because it massively helps as well. But obviously, we'll get into obviously Stu goes and goes. But obviously, listen, right, we'll go through the team who's obviously in this first one. I'll go through goalkeepers first. Goalkeepers are Osman, Begovic, Tim Howard, Jordan Pickford. Obviously, so basically, I think the goalkeeper one in this one's a little difficult, because one, you've got Osman Begovic, who I think when we signed Osman Begovic, I think when we signed Osman Begovic first time, he was actually I think like Osman Begovic didn't play much, but he was like a number 2 goal. But I think as number 2 goalkeeper, he was a really good number 2 goalkeeper. He was, but again, no, I think he eventually he left. He went to club signing, and he played. I think he played. I think now he's like has he got a club? I don't know, but I know. I know. It's and he, again, you know what? I think again. Okay. I actually remember. I remember seeing goalkeepers like for Joe Robles. Again, listen, you remember the difficult West Ham game we had. And yeah, he wasn't. Again, he wasn't amazing goalkeeper, but again, he was a goalkeeper that did. He wasn't amazing. He wasn't good, amazing, gunner, but he was all right. He was okay. He wasn't one I'd say, yeah. That's the thing. I think with Joel, he was. I don't know. He's one of the goalkeepers that always like used to be nervous. Like, why are you doing that? But obviously, I've got very bitches and subs. I got them there, but I think the goalkeepers obviously they got Tim Howard and something. You know what? If I'm thinking like modern day players now, I'll probably go Pickford. But again, if I'm talking about a player that I remember seeing when I was playing, I both remember watching. I both remember watching Tim Howard, and I remember John. Okay, listen, I remember watching John. Okay, so I remember watching Tim Howard, amazing goalkeeper he was. Now, obviously, we've seen Joe. Obviously, I think like everything I've done with himself. I think everything I've done with himself as well. We've all watched John Pickford. So again, you are basically going with the present and the past. You know what? I really want to go with the past because Tim Howard's amazing. I actually remember Tim. It's not again, but I personally feel that Tim Howard was the main keeper. He was a really good keeper, but again, I think you look at a player who did really well. I think, not really well. I think obviously a player that has done really well for us and for England, right? Again, more recently, I think like more recently, Troy Deeney and had a go at him, and I think criticised him. Like, stop it. It's John Pickford's amazing. Like, again, listen, did John Pickford have a great tournament with England? Not great one, but again, he's still a good, reliable goalkeeper. And I'm on it now, but yeah, no. Obviously, listen, right. If I was to pick like a goalkeeper who I think who was lights him out or better than him, I'd say Pickford again, amazing as well. But yeah, you know what? If I was to pick go in, listen, I love Tim do again. Listen, I love Tim do, but I've got to go Pickford. So I want to really put Tim out there, I really do, but I just can't because I just think you'll all go, yeah, you want to put him there, but you can't put him there because you know. But I was going to the defenders now. Okay, I think the defenders are I think not defenders. I think the defenders are. So okay, that's it. I think we're getting to defenders now. I think the defenders are Leighton Baines, James Coleman, obviously Sullivan Distin, John Heitinga, Phil Jagikea, Phil Neville, John Stones, Ashley Williams, Joseph Yobo again. I think all these players that I can't remember a little bit. I'm not like I think like again now I was gonna say remember I think these are players that I kind of know about and I think I do know not okay so I don't know about I think like players that I do know about and I do remember a little bit. I'm not an expert, but I remember because I remember like the Moyes. I remember saying Yobo, and I remember that. So, obviously, yeah, Stones. Obviously, okay, Phil Neville, John Stones, Ashley Williams, Joseph Yobo, Ashley Young again, good player for us as well. I think he does play. He does play left back, and I think he does play left back as well. But again, the only thing with Ashley Young was his age. I was like, you're 39 years of age, you'll be 40. It's like the numbers. Oh, that's going in that age, but obviously, yeah, so I think I was left, you know what? I'm going to go, you know what? I just noticed again. I think left back wise, again, as I come back, I think left back wise, I'm going to go Leighton Baines again. There's no player like Leighton Baines in that. Obviously, there's no player like Leighton Baines in that defense because Leighton Baines, in my opinion, is an absolute. In my opinion, obviously Leighton Baines, in my opinion, is probably one of our like modern, not legends, like modern, like not great. That's not great. It's like modern legend. Okay, listen, you're talking about Everton legends, modern ones. You're talking Baines. Leighton Baines, in my opinion, is a modern legend. It's modern. Is a modern legend in my because there's no legend like he's one thing. Listen, I can't say legend because again it feels like I'm saying that I'm saying he won't think no it's just I'm saying because Leighton Baines at his time he was Everton. He was a really good like left back for he's amazing. So again, you know what? I put Leighton Baines because again, you know what? I think like yeah, so 18 inside so no okay on this side, but basically inside you can go, you know what, right? You need a left back who could go forward, who could do an amazing job as basically, you know what, now you know, put Leighton Baines in there. Baines, in my opinion, Leighton Baines, by the way, gets no time because of how good a player he is. Because I think like pace wise he was good, going forward wise he was good again. As well as that, he had a partnership. He basically, I don't think created the partnership, but he basically created the partnership. Him and Steve Pienaar. I mean, that just tells you. That just tells you enough. Neville, the back close it down. So we've got centre backs now. I think I'll see centre backs. Obviously, you know what? I want to put. Yeah, you know what? I'm re-talking. I want to put John Stones in, but again, you know, I also want to put because obviously he's a sub. But again, I think I've pretty obviously got John Heitinga, Phil Neville, John Stones, Ash, who was a sub, so it's fine. Obviously just Yobo, Ashley Young. So basically, you know what? Right, if I can look at that midfield, if I'm looking at something, I'd rather have. But you know what? I'm gonna go John Stones. I think John Stones was again. I think John Stones' time was Everton again. Yeah, I'm going John Stones one. I think John Stones' time was Everton. He actually was the single centre back for Everton. He was again, but I thought it was kind of my rate. Basically, he saw Man City and he basically got scored. He wasn't actually a right back. He wasn't a right back. He wasn't a centre back runner. He was actually a centre back and midfield. So he could so basically John Stones could play at centre back or in midfield, which again I feel like it's a good thing because so basically, let's say this team has a player out injured, you put him in midfield if you need to. But again, I think John Stones is probably his injury worry is a bit worried. But again, you know what? I think if John Stones, I think John Stones' team. I think John Stones inside can tell how good a player will be for us, and so how good players, and how again. Oh, listen. I remember when we signed John Stones from Barnes. I actually remember when we signed because when we signed him, he was I think at the time he was young, when we signed from Barnsley. I think he was in our back then we would have had would have been Everton 23 or 23. Not. I think then we had the reserve side and we had loads of players. We had Shane Duffy and he had loads of players like that. And I think John Stones one play quad he signed from the English side and he was really good. I think he signed Barnsley and we also signed Mason Norgate from there as well. Again, the Mason Norgate one. Well, obviously we know that and that as well for him. Obviously we're don't know why, but just didn't work out well. Who knows? Obviously, but yeah, we're going to Stones second. Then I think the other centre back. In my opinion, it's got to be. Obviously, the other centre back. In my opinion, it's got to be. Let's check some. Right. Okay. Full now. Full back. Yeah. Right. Go around first, so that's going to do something. I think not the other centre back. I think the other centre back might be. You know what? I think the other centre back in that side. Sorry guys, I'm just checking some because I get stuff wrong sometimes. Centre back up, yeah. Okay, again, a player it's a player I can't. It's a player I can't. Yeah, I think obviously a player I can't. I think obviously a player that I can't remember seeing play, but again, let's have Okay, let's say playing Gunner, but I'm not playing this thing Gunner, but I think I'll play again. I think there's a player obviously that I remember seeing, but I remember obviously at the time when we signed him, I do remember a little bit. Obviously, I think your sense what's got to be. I'm going to go Yobo because I think just again. Obviously, unfortunately, I don't remember Yobo playing for us, but I remember, I do know. I remember us signing him the time Moyes came in first time around. Again, I do remember the first time. I do remember when we came in the manager first time around, but it's very vivid memory of it. I know it. Believe me, I know it. I just can't remember it up. I remember a little bit of it. That's about it. I'm not. But yeah. Then I think that was right back again. They do need to say please right back on the side because there's no one else who could play there more than. I'm going to go with James Coleman. There's no one else in that side if it. So you know what? There's no player in this side who I think deserves to play more, and that is James Coleman. The man deserves to play. I mean, the man has basically James Coleman has been at our club for a good long time. I mean, as well as I think more recently he contract expired. Recently his contract expired more recently and left the club again. You know what? I felt I was really gutted to see the way he got treated in the last game against Sunderland when we got beat, and I thought the fans left him out. I just thought, wow, James Coleman, in my opinion, didn't deserve that. He's just a player that I think. Listen, obviously I don't need to say why he plays because we all know why he plays. But he's just just a really good. He's a really good, not good. Yeah, of course, yeah. But okay. I'm not right back on. Okay, I'm not right with where it's going. But I think I'm not right with where it's going. But I think right with wise. I think right back wise, again. In his day, pace. Yeah, I think his day had pace to go forward. He was part of that team that Moyes had, and he was an amazing player. So I'm gonna go with him just pure because of that. Again, I think as well as that, right? He also, in my opinion, deserves. Again, as well as that, he's also a brilliant footballer. He's also a brilliant, great kind human being. Again, I've heard really good stuff about him. I think even when we have Frank Lampard as the manager, he even says how good a wow, there's no one even like him. But yeah. That's about. I've obviously getting to midfield now. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get midfield. Yeah, I was going midfield now. Yeah, I think. Okay, listen. Okay, Obviously, going midfield now. Obviously, midfield's obviously Ross Barkley, Gareth Barry, Tim Cahill, obviously Tim Cahill, Kieran Hall, just kind of guy, Andre Gomes, James McCarthy, Andrew Onana, Leon Osman, and again, James Rodriguez. Do I say the man's name because he's just brilliant. He's just brilliant. I can't listen. You know what? It's really listen. It's really I ever say that. Listen, listen. Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something weird? Right? Do you want to know something weird? Right? Like, do you want to know something really weird? Like, do you want to know something really weird? Even if I say that James Rodriguez, like Hammers or James Rodriguez, like James Rodriguez, I just think, wow, like how good a football, how good a football player that, how good a football player he was. Like, he was just wow. Like again, I think I'm going later on, but obviously, no, yeah, no, obviously, yeah, that's in midfield. So yeah, so I think I was in midfield. So I think I was different. Yeah, I think I was first midfield. You know what? I want to put this guy again. This guy is an absolutely incredible, brilliant footballer again. I think, and I'm actually hoping that he does stay at Everton and sign a new contract as you were. If he doesn't, he leaves, is what it is. But again, if he does stay, brilliant, good, whatever, you know. Excuse me. Yeah, you know, it's just like that thing of like he has to, you know, I love it. It's amazing. But obviously, yeah, it's a thing. Obviously, the thing else. First midfield. You know what? I'm gonna go again. You know what? I'm gonna go. Just go on guy. I think defensive midfield. Just go on guy because again, just go on guy. In my opinion, he's an absolutely brilliant. Oh, no. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. But just stuff from this. So what? No, if it again, I think now start thinking. There's nothing like gonna be. No, nothing gonna be. There's now start thinking like, you know what? I might put guy. Yeah, no, yeah, he just got a guy there because he does it well. I think then I was next time I'm gonna go with then I was not next time I'm gonna but then I'm next time I'm gonna but then next time obviously I'm gonna go with Phil Neville because again he played midfield well, so I'm gonna go with Phil Neville. Find him, but Phil Neville though because again Phil Neville could play in that role because again in the side you're gonna have a mixture of Everton players were good in Moyes' first time here, and then Moyes like second time. So you've got just gone guy in Neville because you got a defensive and got a player that plays in midfield as well because basically a player who was a midfielder who could play there. Again, and I feel like that's where we have that because I think this team has this, and it's not going to be. Okay, I think then obviously in the middle, and you know what I was going. You know what I was really done to put down Cambridge Ball because I think it's amazing, brief footballers. But you know what? Obviously, I think the okay. Okay, then I was in the middle. You know what? I'm really tend to put Ross Barkley there. You know what? But as well, it's about between Ross Barkley and James Rodriguez because both of them are good. They were, but again, it's just James Rodriguez. It's like James Rodriguez's class is like wow. He was real football. He's really a footballer. I think like so he's James Rodriguez. He was a really good player. Feels like really good. I mean really good. But as well as that, you've also got players like Jagikea Hall could come there, and there's also like James McCarthy obviously could be playing. It's like, you know, there's a lot of players there who won't probably get in, but again, I'll probably give some. I think that one. Listen, okay, not one. Listen, okay, There's not one's good, but I think it's not one's good. I think it's not one's good, but I think like the one. It's not okay. It's not one's good. I think the players that obviously won't picked, I'll give them all on shots because again, you know what. There's so many players here. It's really tough to put them. I want to play and do, but it's like system I've got, I can't really do it with. It's like a 4-2-3-1. I can't really because you can only play like two defensive midfield players. And you can one defense up, and then one attacking, and so many attacking players. It's like what do you do? It's so many strikers. But yeah. No, yeah, it's a really tough one because it's like it's one of the weirdest things ever. But yeah. Okay. Don't know really. You know what, right? It's really tough again. I want to play Jesus Hall, but I also want to play absolutely. It's really yeah, it's like really tough because I feel like the fact of yeah, I think, you know what? I'm gonna go. Do you know what? Do you know right? Do you know what? It's really tough. But you know what? I'm gonna go. Let's check something before we do anything else. So Holmes better than me when he said it. Yeah. I think you're looking pace. I think you're looking pace. You know what? I think pace wise, you're looking at it. I think you're looking pace. You know what? I'd rather have Rodriguez on that noise because he will do more there. But you know what? I'm gonna go with. This might shock people. You know what? I'm gonna go with Kinji as well because I think you know how good a player this man is. I mean, you don't even need this guy. Is like. I'm going to GP Hall, so again, he's not field. So again, then I think, then obviously on the left, I think that obviously on the wing, obviously, I think obviously on the, I think obviously on the wing, obviously, who else going to put there? Who else are we going to put there? No one other than Rodriguez. I mean, there's no one else you can put there who's like what he does. He's just like, he's a world class player. He really is just so wow. He's just a world class player. How good? No, I think like yeah, I think obviously, yeah. I think then on the other side, obviously, I think on the other side, I think there's other players that I want to play. Like there's players like Richalison. I'm very fond. He was incredible as well. So, yeah, no, that's the way things. I think in this, but yeah, no, it's Michael. I'm thinking right, who can play in that side because we've got loads of players who can play there. We'll see. I think yeah, the 4, 2, 3, 2. So get 2 points. Well, we could have 1. Yeah, well, yeah. Information right now. Then okay. Okay, then I'll see on the left, not left, that's it. Okay, so I'm not left guard, so I'm left guard. I think that obviously on the left, obviously, I'm going to go with a player that I think obviously on the other side, I'm going to go with a player that I absolutely love. Obviously going to those round. I think if obviously that's me, obviously that's the I think on the other side, I'm going to go with a player that I absolutely, I think I play that, you know, it's not okay. So I'm not Icon. I'm not me gun above. I think I was going to play that obviously me and many of Everton's love, by the way, and that's Richalison again. I mean, what can I say? Okay, let's fact is right. Okay, let's fact is right. Because what is right? Actually, in my left, I've actually got an top from that season. We signed Richalison when we signed him from Watford. I've actually got an top with Richalison on it. Like, because I was like, oh my god, like I gotta get in there. Basically, even to say day, right, even if we do Sam Charles, whatever, even if we do in a, well, probably not happen now, obviously, but you know, if we did Sam Charles, oh my god, I get it out, I just get it out, where it's just like, just get it out, with that game's like, just like, whatever. Not me, nothing like, that's when I say little play, like, yeah, no. Yeah, you know, I think with Charleston, it's like we all love him, don't we? He loves it. We love him. He loves us. It's like with Charleston, even if he's at top now, he's still. I think I think it's like it's going whatever. He basically is like everything's real. Like, oh my god, I just love the fact he does that. That's what does Everton. It's just follow. Then on the left, I'm going to go with Charles again. There's no one out. Again, you're facing Sam Rodriguez. There's no one else can play there apart from him because he was so good. Like he was so. It's not so good, but I think he was like so. He was so great, so good on the pitch. Do you know what he did? I was like, wow, this guy is like amazing. Like so good. But because obviously Charles played better on that side, we're on there for that. Then I think, okay, then I was 2 from top. I feel, but I got, okay, so you know what I mentioned of, so yeah, okay, so that I mentioned strikers. I think I'll see runs for strikers now. Strikers obviously are, Samuel Eto'o, Andy Johnson, so obviously that one's up. Joshua King, Dom Calvert-Lewin, Lukaku, Ken Morales. Again, I love Cameron to do. I think like so basically first. Not the first time I played, not for I think so. Obviously, my all time favourite Everton player's got Cameron because I remember playing for, but I was also that right with Richalison. I remember signing him was like wow, just different creature. Obviously, Cameron, Steve Naismith, Charles obviously on the side already in the midfield. So then obviously we ones that feel Walcott obviously he's a sub obviously, but again yeah it's mad because it's like so many players in the squad. I listen, I'm not okay. So I'm not missing because you know what? Like in this squad, there's like loads of players. Oh no, again, so basically in the squad, like listen, if I had formation, I could play like a front four or a front three or something like that. Not front three, front three or something like that. I play all the strikers because they're like amazing. I'm not amazing, whatever. But like I said, I was like, no, okay, not okay. I was like I said before, you know what? Like when you just got so many good players, like I think this fans, I was fans of the team, obviously, but in this team you've got some good players. You get what I want to play them, but you can't because you got like this formation and all that, so it's very very difficult. But yeah, and also I think I'll do it front, like no. I think I'll do it front office. You know what? Front again. I think like so. I think I was different. You know what? If I was to listen, about not it's not again not tell you, but listen, right? If I was to tell you like, the best striker I've seen play for us over the years, now again the only player I could really say, I think the only two not two players. I think not two, the only 2 or 3 players, the only 2 or 3 players I could say I'd have to say would be Richalison. I think like the 2 players I've seen play for us, the 2 players I've seen play for us, I'd have to say Richalison and Lukaku. I mean these 2. You know, I mean you talk I mean, you think I was talking about Lukaku. The man basically he played up front and basically I think like basically when he played up front he was a player. No, he'd get the ball and scuff. Not go forward. I think with Charles, not Charles Gunner, but I think we kept from Lukaku was. I think the thing with Lukaku is, excuse me. But I think the thing with Lukaku was with Romelu Lukaku. He was someone who I feel was just a really if I was to the best striker I've seen next to Richarlison as well, I'd have to say Lukaku because he was just so, like Lukaku in my opinion was a brilliant perfect striker again. He could focus, score goals, all that right. He was a player that got I think he scored I don't know if that's true. I don't know if this stat is true. If this stat is true, I don't know. But listen, all I remember is when he played, we scored a lot of goals when he was on the team. So again, you know what? I'm gonna go with Lukaku again. Who else can put up there? Because again, I think probably is a few other shouts for you, but again, if you're being brutally honest, you put Lukaku because he was just brilliant. He was just a proper world class player in his time. He was so good. I mean, wow. There's no player like him because he just did something. I was like, wow, he was amazing. Like he was really good striker for us all the time. And I think like listen, okay, and not okay. Not doing problems. I think the only problem with him was basically like when he was being linked to move to like away from Everton, he basically taught not a lot, but basically he taught me he shouldn't have taught really, and then that kind of again. Maybe you know what I can understand. Maybe you know what you know what I can understand why he said I want to play. Believe me, I get why he said that. I do, but I think like maybe legal that wasn't smart. Then obviously on the I think they're not strong gun. I think the next round. Then I was next to next, I think that was next to Lukaku. It's really hard because you can get straight again. Obviously, you got good players that don't count. Lewin who did score a lot of goals, got heads as well as that. Right, you got to play just King who, again, we signed him. He didn't score a lot of goals. Again, I think Sam is. You know what? I'm going to go with Dominic Calvert-Lewin because again, I think with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he was a player that I thought, you know what? Again, I personally felt like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, his time was a really good striker. He wasn't. I think like. I personally felt, doesn't matter. I feel like with him, he was a really good striker, as he really was. But again, obviously, I think that obviously not. not good. I think basically I think going for stuff going on the contract, so that was going on, and then a lot of the things went on. Fans like him song and all that. I think that kind of maybe let them because of that. Was that right? I also think we basically offered him 2 contracts. He said no to both. So again, I think he probably got sick of Everton and left. But I think looking at, okay. Okay, it's not what now gone, but I think you look now, yeah. I think obviously now he's at Leeds, he's doing well there, but yeah. I think obviously now he's at Leeds, obviously he's doing quite well, Leeds as well he is, but again I said, what? Again, I just remember us signing him. He was actually, he actually was a really good, decent, good striker. He could score goals, he could score headers. So, yeah. Again, I think the only thing Dom Cameron was. I think the only thing Dom Cameron was, he did tend to get injured, which was at times quite annoying. So I feel, listen. Okay, let's go for the substitute. Okay, let's also go for the subs now, and we'll go for the team. We'll go for the subs now. So the substitutions are, I think not subs. Yeah, the substitutions are Begovic, Digne, Jagikea, Gomes. Again, a player that he was a really very good player in fact. Walcott, Cahill, Johnson, and obviously again, I think Ashley Williams. He's a player that. He was good. He was again. I felt like Ashley Williams. He was a good player his first season, but his second season he got older and he just stopped being good. He stopped being a good defender. He started letting things. So basically, I remember. I can't remember good enough, but listen. Okay, listen, because I actually remember. I think we played. I think the time we played in Europe. I think at the time we played in Europa League. We were playing. I think we played. I can't remember. So I can't remember we played at the time. I can't remember we played at the time. We played a team in I think it was a group stage one in the Europa League, and basically I think like I can't remember the team. I can't remember the team score. I can't remember now. I can't remember we played, but I know the team we played. They think they scored a goal and they beat us. I think and. Ashley Williams basically he did. I think after that he stopped pulling his shirt with his face and all. I thought, stop doing that. I absolutely hate seeing that because it feels like when you're doing that, it's not hard. You just basically just kind of giving up, aren't you? I'm sorry, but he's kind of like giving up in it. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, that was good. I was good for team. Now I've seen goal Pickford. At the back four obviously is Baines, Stones, Yobo, Coleman. Then obviously in midfield it is just Gueye, Phil Neville, Kim Hall. Then obviously on the left and the right of the midfield, all the wingers you were. I've gone Richalison on the other side, gone with Rodriguez. Obviously on the left and right of the midfield, I've gone with Richalison, and on the other side I've gone with none other than James Rodriguez. Say why do I for that? Then off. Okay, not too. Okay. Then obviously my two fronts are Lukaku and Dom again. Then obviously my two fronts are Lukaku for again we all know why he's there. He's an amazing player. Then on next to him I've gone Dom McCarthy and what a player that was injured, but what he was actually a good player. So but yeah, I think also again. Also, my thoughts comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What team would you go? Would you go with a completely different team than I've gone? Would you go for the same one or something different as you were? Or would you? What think that team think is a good team? Is a bad team? Think that team won't win or anything for that obviously? But yeah, I think I'll let me thoughts comments below about the team and obviously stuff like that as well. Yeah, that's therefore. Yeah, okay. Let's vote. Okay. And I said for it's not as okay, not as okay, not okay. It's not saying it's not like saying for gun about not like saying for gun about. Not saying for gun, but as I was saying for as I was saying for though, not saying for gun, but as I was saying for though, you know what? And I'll leave me for comments below as well. Yeah, it's just again I'd love to know your opinions on it as well. So really upset as well. Because yeah, do you know what? I also really appreciate if you would. I'd also really appreciate if you would share it on Facebook, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter.com, share it on any other social platforms. You should do that as well. And also, I want to give a massive shout out to A Reporter 539. I think that's it. I might go wrong. I don't know. I think that's it. Anyway, So I was giving my shout out. I'll give a shout out to April. Porter 3539. You know what? I really, really appreciate the support. Thanks so much. As I thought, I was don't forget to give a like, leave comments, as I said before. Anybody leaves a comment in the comment section below, and I'll shout out as well, by the way. But yeah. But yeah. See ya.